Would you like to be the center of attention when you walk into a room, not just because of what you say, but also just because you're there? Have you ever wished you were more respected and known for the respect what you deserve? If you said yes, you're not alone. In today's world, many of us feel unappreciated and ignored, like we don't exist. But you don't have to accept this. Today, we will start a new journey together, full of promise and challenge, where we will learn useful lessons from Stoic philosophy to create a strong sense of self and an undeniable presence. This isn't about getting attention. It's about developing long-lasting habits that make you highly regarded and stronger from the inside out. In this video, we'll go over 10 core strategies that have stood the test of time and will help you change how others see you. More importantly, we'll look at how these strategies change not only how others see you, but also how you see yourself. Join us on this challenge. Watch this video all the way to the end to show yourself that you are determined to keep going, even if the path ahead is tough. It's not just about making a moment, it's about building a strong presence that lasts and leaves a lasting impression on people. Do you feel ready? Let me know in the comments. I'm ready to begin this journey right away. Plan number 1. Take care of yourself. People who can't love themselves can't love others. It's not selfish to know how to take care of yourself. You can help others more if you take care of yourself first. This is not only good business advice, but also a basic rule for living a happy, worthwhile life. Being self-aware is necessary for taking care of oneself first. Take the time to learn about yourself, from your most basic needs to your deepest soul wants. Once you know what you need, you can start physically nurturing and growing in a way that makes sense to you. Taking care of yourself means living a good life and eating well, taking care of your body by exercising regularly and getting enough sleep will not only make you feel good, but it will also make others want to love and care for you more. On a mental level, self-care means regularly feeding your soul. You can do this by reading, meditating, or spending time on personal hobbies. When your soul is fed, you become confident and peaceful, giving you an irresistible charm. Lastly, remember that self-care is an ongoing process. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosopher-emperors, said, "Our life is what we think it is." By continuously investing in yourself, you not only improve the quality of your life, but you also become an inspiration to those around you. This is how you make others not beg or yearn, but deeply appreciate and value you. Plan number 2. Practice staying cool and collected. Great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said that the best way to deal with anger is to put it off. This advice has a lot of power to help us deal with difficult and stressful situations in today's world, where we can be swept away by negative emotions at any moment. It's more important than ever to practice self-control and staying cool. Picture a stressful day at work. You walk into a late meeting and are met with hostile looks from your co-workers. Instinct may tell you to react badly, but stay calm, take a deep breath, and give yourself a moment of silence to think. Then take charge of the situation. Your response will not only ease the tension, but people will also admire your ability to stay calm. In the Bible, the phrase, "Be still and know that I am God," has a similar meaning. The act of being quiet is both a sign of humility and inner power. When we accept silence, it makes room for us to think deeply about ourselves and the world around us. Developing self-control and calmness is not only a way to improve ourselves, but also a way to connect deeply with spiritual ideals that are important to us. Calmness in the face of a storm is both the art of life and the key to earning respect and love from others. When you follow this ancient philosophy, you open the door to respect and love. Love from people close to you. Join the conversation in our comment section. Share the challenges you're facing and how you overcome them with calmness and serenity, as the world seems to constantly spin. We often forget the true value of time. An intangible asset once lost can never be regained. But did you know that by properly valuing your time, we not only become more self-directed in every decision, but also attract appreciation and honor from those around us? Imagine a day when you become a master in managing your time. People will not only admire you, but also seek every way to be beside you, to learn from you. This is not just a promise, but an inevitable result when you apply Stone philosophy to manage your time. Strategy number 3. Valuing your time. Imagine you are inside the eye of a storm, yet you remain steadfast, unaffected by the chaos swirling around. This imagery serves as a metaphor for life's challenges and how one must confront them. While we may not control external events, we can control our reactions to them. People around us admire and respect us when we stay cool during life's changes. Take the example of a leader who is facing a crisis that could mean the end of the business. There are rumors going around that the leader is losing control of the team because of anxiety. Instead of giving up, the leader refuses to panic. This leader calmly calls a meeting with everyone where they give the facts, put an end to rumors, and lay out a clear plan of action. Their calmness reassures the team, reducing fear and boosting confidence. So, how can you keep your cool and stay calm? First, give yourself a moment to think before you respond to anything. Take a moment to stop. This short break will help you gather your thoughts. Second, think about what's going on and respond instead of reacting. Regular mindfulness or meditation practice can help you build a base of calmness even when things are going badly. Third, take charge of what you can and remind yourself that the only thing you can change is how you respond. Focusing on this can help ease worry and feelings of helplessness. Fourth, change the way you look at things. Instead of seeing tough situations as threats, see them as chances to live by your values and get better. Fifth, learn from everything you do after each tough situation. Think about what happened, how you dealt with it, and what you can learn from it. This practice of thinking about things helps you stay cool and collected in the future. Stoicism isn't about hiding your feelings or being different from the world. It's about figuring out what's important and focusing on smart responses. By doing this, we earn the respect and appreciation of those around us. Stay calm and collected while observing a world that not only respects you, but also seeks the peace you embody. The fourth way to practice careful listening is, are you a good listener? Imagine you're in a conversation with a friend. They're sharing a personal issue, a challenging inner struggle. Instead of glancing at your phone or thinking about your next response, you choose to remain silent and fully focus on what they're saying. Occasionally, you ask constructive questions, showing that you're not just listening, but also understanding the weight of their words. The result, you not only help them feel heard and understood, but also establish a deep connection, because in that moment you've truly become a safe harbor for their soul. Indeed, active listening is not just a skill, it's an essential part of becoming a fulfilled and free human, in line with Stoic principles. It's about approaching every conversation as an opportunity to learn, not just about others, but also about yourself. When you truly listen, you're practicing humility, willing to open yourself to others, experiences and emotions. So how can you consciously practice active listening more? Start by mastering your own emotions and thoughts when you initiate a dialogue. Remind yourself that your goal is to understand, not to respond. Next, practice full attention, not just by listening to what's said, but also by observing body language and feelings not spoken. Finally, be patient, because silence can be more powerful than words. Throughout history, philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius Epicus and Seneca have stressed the importance of listening to others and to oneself. They saw it as an essential part of living a moral and meaningful life. When you listen, you're not just taking in information, you're also expanding your mind and heart to embrace the lessons that life has to offer from every conversation and experience. Now, answer my first question. Are you a good listener? Have you ever listened to someone and given them advice? Leave your deep thoughts in the comments area. Number 5. Plan. Accept. Lifelong Seneca tells us that as long as you live, you should keep learning how to live. This timeless wisdom shows how important it is to keep improving yourself and adapting to new situations in life. In the journey of self-discipline and self-betterment, accepting a lifelong spirit of learning isn't just advice. It's a way of life that will earn us respect and admiration from those around us. When we commit to never stopping learning, we not only gain more knowledge, but we also develop a deep understanding of the world and humanity. This not only helps us change our behavior and attitude to be more in tune with nature and society, but it also raises our value in the eyes of others. Sharing our knowledge and experiences is a key part of this process. By teaching others and stimulating their thoughts, we not only educate others, but we also affirm our own worth. Each lesson and story we hear confirms what we already know and how we think about life. But lifelong learning isn't just about getting more information. It's also about building character and learning to be patient, thankful, and accepting when things go wrong or get hard. Adherents of Stoic philosophy learn to perceive everything from multiple perspectives, turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth by embracing the noble duty of education and committing to a life of learning. We not only become more valuable in the eyes of those around us, but also create a positive impact on the world. This makes others not only appreciate, but also, in a sense, see our presence and guidance in their lives. Becoming valuable in the eyes of others does not only come from demonstrating power or authority, but through expanding the soul-sharing knowledge and understanding. We nurture respect and love from those around us. This is not a quick or easy process. It requires perseverance, courage to face fear and failure, and a strong desire to become better every day. When we take the time to learn and develop ourselves, we not only enrich our knowledge, but also expand our souls, laying a solid foundation for a worthwhile life. But before we continue our journey, I want to thank you for watching and accompanying us on the first half of this video. But don't stop here. Let's continue this journey together to explore the next principle. Accept that being real is the basis for all effective relationships. Please subscribe, like, and share this video to encourage more people and help us build a strong and positive community. Number 6. Plan. Accept being real. Do you know that honesty is the most valuable thing you can have? As Epictetus wisely said, if you want to be a writer, write what you truly believe. Being honest isn't just a strategy. It's a way of life that helps us value ourselves and make others value us too. For example, Patrick, a freelance graphic designer, felt pressured to make products that the market wanted, instead of what he was truly passionate about. Even though he was financially successful, he felt empty and lost his creative spark. Patrick chose to change things one day. He started working on personal projects that showed his unique style and creative point of view. At first, he was afraid that people wouldn't like this new, more personal style, but the opposite happened. His work started to get praise and attention from the design community, and many giving each piece high marks for being real and fresh. Patrick's story is a prime example of the power of authenticity. When we dare to live true to ourselves, we not only attract like-minded individuals, but also leave a deep and lasting impression on them. Authenticity not only reveals our true essence, but also allows us to connect on a deeper level with those around us, creating an environment where appreciation and honor are given not only to ourselves, but to everyone. Remember, in a world where truth is often undervalued and superficiality easily accepted, authenticity is your most valuable asset. It not only makes you unique and irreplaceable, but also in a sense makes others beg for your presence and sharing in their lives. By embracing and expressing your authenticity, you not only convey a powerful message about personal worth, but also contribute to creating a better world where everyone is respected and valued. For their true selves within each of us lies an unnamed secret, something deep and private not easily shared with others when we keep a part of ourselves. For ourselves, we not only protect intrinsic value, but also evoke curiosity, creating an irresistible allure. This not only enhances self-worth in the eyes of others, but also fosters deeper relationships where mutual respect and desire for understanding each other become the core strategy. Seventh number. Maintaining a sense of mystery around new people often sparks curiosity and a desire to learn more. This is not only a social phenomenon, but also a deep-seated part of human nature. The thirst for the unknown is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, and it makes people more valuable in the eyes of others, while also creating an irresistible urge to learn more. Drawn to think of yourself as an open book, with new lessons and ideas on every page, people are naturally interested in joining you on your journey of discovery. By turning every conversation into an exciting adventure, you become not only a storyteller, but also an inspiration, making others wonder what else they can learn from this person about life. Increasing appreciation through knowledge isn't just about getting more information. It's also about sharing and using what you've learned in real life. When you share your life's lessons, you invite others into your life, which creates deep and meaningful relationships. Sharing not only makes your life better, but also the lives of those around you. The respect you receive isn't something that can be faked or bought. It comes from constantly learning and growing. Becoming a source of knowledge and experience not only earns you respect, but it also makes you the center of attention and admiration. Making others beg for you isn't just about keeping information about yourself secret. It's through continuous sharing and development, making you an irresistible source of inspiration. As a reminder to always try to get better and create real value for yourself and those around you, embrace lifelong learning. How would keeping this sense of mystery change your life? Are you willing to put it into practice? Share your stories below so we can all learn. Strategy number 8. Use your own judgment. Imagine you're at a social or online event and want to share everything about your personal life. But in these situations, remember the power of self-control. In today's world, social media and constant connectivity make us want to share everything, from big accomplishments to small complaints. But there's a lot of value in being selective about what we share and with whom we share it. Not only is this a lesson in self-control, it's also a reminder to treat ourselves with respect and keep our mental area safe. A successful businessman friend of mine once had to make a big choice. Should he tell everyone about his future project? The market he worked in was very competitive, and information was valuable. At that moment, he remembered what the philosopher Seneca said about how the wise man lacks nothing but needs many things, while the fool lacks everything because he doesn't know how to use anything. He decided not to reveal all the details of the project, but to keep them a secret. By only telling a small group of trusted partners and employees about the outcome, the project was launched without any interference or copying from competitors, giving them a big edge in the market. By doing this, he not only showed the power of restraint, but he also kept the trust and respect of those around him. Being restrained isn't just a way of life, it's also a strategy. Before you share something, ask yourself, does this information serve my long-term interests? Will it help others trust and respect me? If the answer is no, maybe it's time to keep it to yourself. Remembering that discretion is a form of strength, we not only keep ourselves safe from unnecessary risks, but we also build a strong personal image that makes people want to learn about and eventually value our true worth. This is how we show not only wisdom, but also self-respect, which is a trait that gets people's attention, praise, and maybe even a request to be with us. Sharing strategy number 9. Accept the art of receiving. The exchange can improve our spiritual and community lives. Accepting art not only makes life better, but it also helps build a culture of generosity, solidarity, and mutual support. Stoicism is based on 5 principles. The first is acknowledging interdependence, which means we understand our natural connection to others and God. Being self-sufficient and cocky can cut us off from the rich tapestry of community support and God. The second is developing gratitude. When we accept God's grace, we develop a grateful heart that sees the kindness of others and the material, emotional, and spiritual gifts that have been bestowed upon us. The third is developing humility. Acceptance makes us humble by telling us that we aren't invincible and that the key to being wise is to admit our flaws and needs. Fourth is building community. When we let others accept us, we make our community stronger. Strong community ties show that everyone can freely say what they need and where they are weak. This shared openness to weakness is what builds trust and deep connections between people. Fifth is supporting kindness in a lovely cycle. Being able to accept things with kindness makes other people more willing to give. To really master the art of acceptance, you can start by doing small things every day that make others feel welcome. When someone thanks you, just say "thank you" to show that you understand what they meant. Ask for help when you need it and see it as a chance to build relationships. Take feedback in a healthy way, seeing it as a chance to improve yourself. The public say thank you for acts of kindness, no matter how small. By doing these things, we not only make our own lives better, but we also help build a culture of kindness, support, and unity. So, learning the art of acceptance is not a sign of weakness. It's a deep expression of strength, resilience, and recognition of our shared humanity and divinity. If you agree with our point of view, please leave a comment about how you practice acceptance in the comments. When life gets hard, we often look for strength within ourselves to get through it. But where does that strength come from? What makes a person not only get back up after a fall, but also stronger and more resilient? Join us for the last strategy in today's lesson, where you'll be reminded of how to train yourself to be unwavering and persistent, a trip that Stoics painted very clearly. Number 10, on Phil's thinking plan. Build toughness and stamina. Stoicism shows us how to tell the difference between things we can control and things we can't. Being resilient means realizing that many things outside of our control, like other people's thoughts and actions and unexpected life events, can't be changed. This understanding is not a sign of giving up. It is a strong decision to put our energy and effort into what we need to do. What you think and feel. When you follow this principle, you give off a calm and sure vibe that makes people want to be around you. They see you not as a moving reed in the wind, but as a steadfast mountain. Even during storms, resilience comes from meeting problems over and over again and sticking with them even when it's hard. It's about seeing problems not as walls that can't be broken down, but as chances to learn and grow. Stoic exercises, like choosing hardships and thinking about problems, are not just tests, but ways to improve mental toughness. When you share your stories of perseverance, you inspire others. You become a beacon of hope and proof of the unbreakable spirit of humanity. People naturally gravitate toward those who show these traits. Seeing them as friends, leaders, and partners, Stoicism changes the way we see problems so that we don't just see them as problems, but as opportunities to grow. This change in how we see things changes how we feel about life. Problems that seemed impossible to solve become stepping stones. People will look to you for advice and company, not only because you are strong, but also because you share a vision that turns hardship into opportunity. As we wrap up today's lesson, let us say a few words about this inspiring journey. We have looked at 10 powerful strategies from Stoic philosophy to change not only how others see and value you, but also how you see and value yourself. We believe that everyone's journey is different, so how has this theme affected yours? Leave a comment to help us all understand. Before we end, don't forget that every like, share and subscription is a great way to show your support for this content and let us know you want to see more. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to find out about new and important lessons from the world of Stoic thought. Watch the movies that are shown at the end of this one. Thank you for joining us today. Keep going, keep trying, and most importantly, keep shining. We intend to be with you every step of the way.